Hi everyone. I never thought I'd be writing a story like this, but after what happened to me and my family, I feel like I need to share it. Maybe it will help someone who's dealing with a toxic sibling, or at least give you a little satisfaction that sometimes justice does come around. Growing up, Tom and I were always different. I was the responsible kid. The one who did chores without being asked, who got decent grades, who tried to keep the peace when Mom and Dad argued. Tom? He was the golden child in my mom's eyes, but in reality, he was reckless. He'd lie about homework, sneak out at night, spend money he didn't have. I remember one time, he must have been 12. He took Dad's car keys and tried to drive around the block. He crashed into the mailbox. Dad was furious, but Mom brushed it off. "Boys will be boys," she said. That was Tom, always getting away with things, always believing rules didn't apply to him. When our parents passed away, the house came to me. Not because they didn't love Tom, but because they knew me. They knew I would protect it. The will was clear. The house was in my name. I offered Tom to live there with me for a while, rent-free, until he could save money. But instead of saving, he blew his cash on partying, gadgets, gambling. I paid the bills. I maintained the place. And he just coasted along. Still, he was my brother. I told myself, he'll grow up one day. Fast forward a few years. I was in the middle of a nasty divorce. My ex was threatening to take everything. The lawyers warned me. There's a chance the house could get pulled into the settlement. I panicked. This house wasn't just property. It was all I had left of my parents. That's when I made the mistake. I asked Tom to temporarily hold the deed in his name until the divorce was finalized. He acted shocked at first. "You trust me with this?" he said. "You're my brother. Who else would I trust?" He put a hand on my shoulder. "Don't worry. I'll protect it for you." Looking back now, that was the moment the wolf smiled at the sheep. At first, nothing changed, but slowly Tom started to act like the house was his. He invited friends over without asking. He started redecorating, moving furniture around. He'd say things like, "I think the living room looks better this way." When I reminded him it was temporary, he smirked. "Relax, you worry too much." I shrugged it off. He'd always been cocky. But then came the parties. One Friday night, I came home to find 20 cars parked on the lawn. Music blasting so loud, the windows shook. Inside, people I'd never seen before were drinking, smoking, trashing the place. I pulled Tom aside. "What the hell is this? This is Mom and Dad's house, not a nightclub." He laughed in my face. "Lighten up! We're making memories!" The next morning, the carpet was stained, the couch ripped, the fridge empty. When I confronted him, he rolled his eyes. "Stop acting like you own the place." Something in his tone made my stomach drop. 2 weeks later, I came home from work and found Tom standing in the driveway. He had this smug grin on his face and a folded piece of paper in his hand. "You need to pack," he said. "I'm moving in. You're moving out." I thought he was joking. He didn't laugh. He handed me the paper. An eviction notice. Signed. Stamped. "I'm the legal owner now," he said. "You're just a guest." I felt like the ground disappeared beneath me. My own brother was throwing me out of my parents' house. I shouted, "You know damn well it's mine." He shrugged. "Not anymore. Paperwork doesn't lie." And then he walked back inside, like he owned the place. I had no choice but to leave. I packed a bag, stayed with a friend. Every night I drove past the house. I saw the lights on, the music playing, people partying in the yard. Online, Tom was posting pictures. Dream house, dream life. He acted like he had worked for it, like he deserved it. The anger burned inside me, but I stayed quiet, because what Tom didn't know was that I had already filed the paperwork, transferring the deed back to me. I decided to wait for the perfect moment. I hired a lawyer to confirm everything was airtight. The house was mine. Tom's little eviction stunt was built on nothing. But I didn't just want to quietly kick him out. No. I wanted him to feel the humiliation he had tried to put me through. The chance came on a Saturday night. Tom threw another massive party. Cars lined the street. Music shook the windows. I walked in through the front door, holding a folder. People were drinking, laughing, dancing. Tom spotted me and yelled, "What the hell are you doing here? Didn't I tell you to get lost?" I walked straight to the middle of the living room and put the papers on the table. "This house," I said, my voice carrying over the music, "is mine. Legally. Permanently. You've been squatting here, and if you don't leave tonight, I'll have the sheriff here tomorrow." The music stopped. People stared. Tom snatched the papers and read them, his face going from smug to pale. He stammered, "This isn't real." One of his friends leaned over and said, "Dude, it's notarized. He's right." Everyone was whispering, staring. Tom slammed the papers down. "You set me up," he shouted. I looked him dead in the eye. "No, you set yourself up. You tried to steal from me. You forgot who you were dealing with." That night, Tom grabbed a bag and stormed out. His so-called friends didn't follow. They stayed behind, awkwardly drinking their beers, whispering about what just happened. I locked the door after he left. The next morning, I changed all the locks. I threw away his leftover stuff. I took my house back. Tom blew up my phone with texts. Angry at first, then desperate, then guilt-tripping. "You're my brother. Family doesn't do this." I replied once. "Family doesn't betray family." Then I blocked him. It's been months. The house is quiet again, peaceful. Sometimes I sit in the living room, where Mom used to knit, where Dad used to fall asleep watching TV. And I think they'd be disappointed in Tom, but maybe they'd be proud of me for protecting what they built. Because at the end of the day, Tom lost everything. His pride, his fake friends, his illusion of control. And I still have my home. So, if you're ever thinking about putting property in someone else's name, don't. Because even family can turn into strangers when money is on the line.